Welcome back. Today we want to write a program that asks a user for a test score, something between 0 and 100, and then classify it as failing if the score is lower than 50, passing if the score is between 50 and 69, and good if the score is between 70 and 84, and excellent if the score is 85 or above. To do that, we need to use several if conditions. So please pause the video and think about it. Try to see how you can solve it and how many if conditions are necessary to write such a program. If you have already thought about this and tried to see if you can code it or not, now you may continue. So here we initialize a score, an integer called score, and we mention to the user saying that enter your test score, something between 0 and 100, and then store the input of the user. Then we start with an if condition saying that if the score is below 50, as it was suggesting here, so if the score is below 50, sorry, here, yeah, just print out failing, and that's it. This part is very straightforward. And then we write down else if. So else if would be the score is greater equal 50. And in this situation, when the score is greater equal 50, there are several conditions to check because we are having different grading system here. Like we want to show the message saying passing or good or excellent. So we need to distinguish. Being above 50 is not enough. So being in a range is enough to know which score lies in which category. For example, between 50 and 69, we need to say passing. However, between 70 and 84, we need to print good. To do that, we check, okay, else if the score is above 50. Then it's a nested if inside the else if that is here. So with the first one we start. So if the score is greater equal than 50 and if the score at the same time is lower equal 69, let's say passing. This is exactly the condition that we had here for the passing. And if this is not the case, so if the score is still greater equal 50, but it is not lower than 69, what do we do here is we check another situation, that is this part. So we escape this part if it's not below 69. We check this part saying that, okay, if the score is above 50 and above 70, this is the else if function that we check. Then it passes through these two conditions to check. So the first one is lower than 84, good, and else, if it's not lower than 84, it means that it is above 84, which is the 85 and above. So it's excellent. Let me run the program and try different numbers and start analyzing the code. I think it would be easier for you to grasp the idea behind it. So if the score is like 40, it says failing. It's very straightforward. So if the score is below 50, it simply prints the failing message. So let's go for the next category. For example, I would say if the score is 65, it would say passing. So let's analyze the code. Analyzing the code is very important. For you also, when you are trying to understand if your program is not working correctly, it would be nice to start analyzing the code and see what the problem is and where the problem is, in fact. So here it starts from this if condition. It says that, is it below 50? No. Then it escapes this part and directly goes to this else if condition here. It says, okay, is it above 50? Yes. And it enters this condition, this part now. You see the bracket, these two red brackets. So if it's above 50, our number was 65. It starts checking again. So here it checks, okay, now the number is above 50, but is it at the same time lower than 69? Yes. So it enters and prints us this passing condition here. So let's try another number, like 75 instead of that. So it says good. How come? Let's analyze it. Here it starts from here. It says that is it below 50? No. So it escapes. It goes to this else if condition. And when it goes to this else if condition, it says, is it above 50? Yes. Is it lower than 69? No. Then it escapes this part. Is it above 70? Yes. So it enters this condition between these two brackets. At the same time that it is above 70. Is it lower than 84? Yes. If it's true, then it prints the good printout. And if the number is not passing this condition that says that it is below 84, it prints the else part here. Excellent. Let's write another number here. Like my number is 95. It prints excellent. So here starts the condition. Is it below 50? No, it escapes and goes to this part. Is it above 50? Yes, it enters. Is it below 69? No. And then is it above 70? Yes, it enters these between these two. It enters this statement and we need to choose between these two. The machine needs to choose between these two. Okay, is it above 70? Yes. Is it below 84? No. Then it's above 85 because it says lower equal to 84. Then when it's not passing this condition, it's above 85 equal